This city has stories, and so do we. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement. Real stories, real people, real purpose. Real purpose. Pull up a seat, get comfortable. Let's talk purpose, pain, growth, and everything in between. From the heart of Atlanta to wherever you are, welcome to Stool Talk. Let's walk it out in purpose together. So today with us on Stewart Talk, we're honored to have back this interview right here is special because this young athlete was actually one of the first interviews that I've done, her and her AAU team. So to see her growth, to see where she's at, to see the grind, to see her back then to what she's becoming, to hear she works hard, to hear like she gonna be special, to actually see it be, playing out is something amazing. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose, on purpose, and this athlete is definitely doing that. She's balling in purpose. Today we have with us Gabriella Benjamin. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Do you remember back when we did it at AAU at Willard High School?
Yeah, back when I was with Queen Elite. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Queen Ali. Yeah. So back then it was when I heard about you. I got to see your game and heard people saying, "Hey, she's gonna be special." She works hard. She does all the different things. Looking back to your journey starting with basketball, did you see yourself becoming this player that you are today?
I think most likely I definitely did around seventh grade because that's when I started keying in on basketball and I was like, I can definitely do something with this because that's when I started like putting in like the actual time to get better and actually wanting to get better.
Yeah. What do you love about basketball?
I mean, like I don't know. I like how the work you put in, it definitely pays off and it shows. Like you could like when you're watching the game, you can see someone who's working and like taking their time, focusing on the details. So I like how the work you put in is it shows. Like you get rewarded for your work.
Yeah, and how has your family and the support of your family helped you until right now in this journey?
I mean, I would say they've definitely played like a really major part. So like I have a little brother. He plays basketball too, and I'd say he for sure definitely motivates me to be better because he's always like, "Oh, I beat you in a 1v1 or I can shoot better." So it's like always just pushing me to be better because I want to beat him. I want to always be able to beat him.
Yeah,
And then I would say like my parents obviously they're a major support because they're definitely getting me from the games. They're definitely like they're talking to me. They're trying to understand the game and they're just helping me improve on my skills.
yeah. What grade is your brother in?
He's a freshman.
Okay, we're gonna have to have him on next too. We're gonna have to have him on next too as well. Yeah, you definitely got him coming, and he see what you doing, so he know if he can get you, he gonna feel like he the head, and even though you the older sister.
Yeah, it's always a
Um,
competition.
What does hard work mean to you because you put in the hard work? Your demeanor is, poker face, you just look calm, but when you're on the court, you killing, you doing your thing. Like, does that like distract people? Like they not know how you about to come because of how your demeanor is?
I would definitely say so because I feel like sometimes when I'm playing people, like it's kind of relaxed because I consider myself pretty humble. I'm not gonna talk mess when I'm on the court. I just like to like let my game do the talking.
Yeah. Yeah. What does hard work mean to you?
I would say hard work means it's like doing things consistently, but also like focusing on the minor things. So like hard work is putting in the work, but it's also like doing the little things that'll give you like that edge on everybody else. So like for me shooting, I'm just like constantly figuring out my form, figuring out how to make it quicker, the footwork, different footwork. So like shooting off balance and stuff. It's just like it's definitely hard work is definitely like putting in the work, but I think it's focusing on like those little tiny details that'll help set you apart.
Definitely. And what did it mean reaching 1,500 career points? What did it mean to you personally like that? And congratulations as well, because that's a
Thank
that's a
you.
nice feat. And So that means from last year around this time you had your 1,000. So that means you scored 500 points in almost like that's amazing. Like how what does that mean to you?
Yeah, I would definitely say it was one a huge accomplishment. I was surprised because my coach she didn't tell me anything. So like at the end of the game when she brought it up, I was surprised by it. Like I had expected it to come, but I didn't expect it necessarily this soon. But
Yeah,
I mean, it was a huge accomplishment, and it like to me it meant that I was kind of cementing myself into like my high school's like history because by passing the 1,500 points, I became the girls' all-time leading scorer. So it's like kind of making a name for myself in high school, even when I leave.
yeah. When you look back at this milestone, what moments or games stand out to you the most?
I would say there's definitely a few. So like I would say one of the first moments coming into high school was the fact that I was able to start on varsity because that kind of let me know like, oh, I have a coach who trusts me and believes in me. And like that definitely set me up. And then I would say definitely like the point milestones too. So like freshman year, I had my first 30-point game and we actually ended up beating like it was not necessarily a rival, but we ended up beating somebody that the school hadn't beat in 25 years, or 24, I think.
Wow.
And then this year I'd probably say 48 points because that kind of let me know like, hey, I got the hang of this thing a little bit.
Yeah. How would you describe your game to someone seeing you play for the first time?
Um, I would definitely say unselfish and like a facilitator because I'm always like trying to set myself up for success, but I feel like for me to be as successful as I can be, it's also like getting my teammates involved. So like passing up ahead or like talking to them. So I definitely say unselfish and being a facilitator.
Yeah. What part of your game offensively are you most proud of right now?
I would definitely say shooting because I feel like that's what I work on the most, but that's also like what I do the most.
Yeah. How do you stay aggressive while playing within the team concept?
I feel like to stay aggressive, I think my aggressiveness comes from like I get a lot of deflection and blocks. So I feel like that aggression really motivates me on the offensive end. Like after I get a block, I'm like, give me the ball, let's go.
Let's go. I got to get this basket. What type of leader would you say you are? Do you lead with your player? Do you lead vocally or both?
I feel like it's definitely both. Like on the court, it's definitely actually on the court, it's probably a combination of both. Like there's some times where you have to like there's sometimes where my words necessarily might not reach my teammates. So sometimes it's like actions or stuff. But I definitely do try to be a leader on the court.
Yeah. What do you do with your preparation, like before the games, before practice? Like, what mindset are you in as you preparing to get ready?
So like for the game, I'm definitely like just trying to keep myself focused. So like an hour before the game, I put my phone away. I already have my playlist loaded, so I don't have to touch my phone that way. Anybody who texts me that's just gonna have to be after the game. So like I definitely just try and keep myself like focused on the game and what's ahead. And like I mean, practice wise, it's definitely like I using practice to prepare for the game. So it's like if there's something I know I need to work on, then it's like using the practice to kind of help me focus on those little details as much as possible. So then like when I get into the gym after practice, I can like just sharpen those things.
Yeah. How do you respond when defense is key on you? Like I know you probably seen zones, boxing ones, double teams, sometimes triple teams. How do you respond? Do it get you frustrated or you just play your game?
I've definitely seen that more this season, I'll say, but like I feel like I'm definitely still trying to work on it, but I think the best thing I found right now is getting my teammates involved. Cause like when I'm getting my teammates involved, it's also like helping me get open. Cause like once my teammates start scoring, you can't necessarily focus on me as much because now you have to focus on them and it's just like it just opens up the court more for me.
Yeah. And how do you and how important is it to balance your academics? Like you maintain a 4.0, you're a great elite basketball player, you're a teenager. Like how are you maintaining and balance all these different things?
I think it's definitely like I've definitely struggled with it in the past, but it's finding a way to balance everything. So like right now in the season, after our games, usually we'll stay for the boys. So it's like being able to do or figure out which work I can do at the away games, or like when I'm traveling for AAU, it's like figuring out the work that I can do when I have the time. So like if we're driving, if
Yeah.
I'm able to like type up a paper, I'll definitely do that. And then it's also like communicating with my teacher. So like if I know that I might miss an assignment, it's talking to my teacher. So maybe I can get it ahead of time and turn it and be able to submit it in on time. That way I'm not penalized for playing.
Yeah. What's one of your favorite subjects in school right now?
I'm definitely really big on like math, I would say, because I like the formulas. I like how if you have the formula, you're gonna get the right answer.
Yeah. What does leadership mean to you as a upperclassman? Like, how are you in your leadership able to relate to the younger underclass people that look up to you?
I would say it's definitely like being able to hold them accountable and like being able like being somebody for them to talk to. So like I've definitely had to have a few conversations with my teammates where it's like we're friends like we're friends on the court too, but it's like sometimes I'm gonna have to like push you more. So like if
Yeah.
I'm yelling at you in the game, it's not because I'm mad at you, it's just because I know that you can do better. So it's holding them accountable and like being able to try and demand the most from them.
Yeah. What areas of your game are you still looking to improve on?
Um, I would say I'm definitely like court vision, but when I say court vision, I mean like being able to see just beyond like the first move. So like on defense, it's being able to read like the person with the ball and then my man, being able to read and react to that, but then also like anticipating what's gonna happen. And
Yeah.
then like offensively, that's so like once I'm able to get by my man, it's being able to read the help and seeing how the defense is gonna react. That way I know what like I have as an option and then what my teammates are as an option.
Yeah. What are your goals for the rest of the season, individually and team wise?
So team wise, it's definitely always to win, but it's also to make it further into state because usually we get knocked out like that first round of playoffs before we make it anywhere else. And then independently wise, it's definitely like always getting better, but it's also like preparing myself for AAU. So like knowing that like if I need to work on my footwork for my shot, it's working on my footwork that way when I get to AAU, I'm just ready to go.
Yeah. How do you want coaches at the next level to view you? Like, are you looking at schools? Or you thinking about that right now? How is that process going as well?
I've definitely gotten a few looks so far, but I think what I want the coaches like to notice about me is that I definitely have a high IQ, but like what I want them to see is that like each time I feel like I've definitely gotten better and that there's like stuff that I've constantly improved on. So I want the coaches to see that I'm putting in the work, but also I'm coachable and I'm like willing to take the time to focus on things.
Yeah. And what legacy do you want to leave behind at Lakeside? Like when it's all said and done, when they think about Gabby, like what type of player do you want them to think about?
I want them to think about somebody that like just constantly works, like puts in the extra work. So someone who is always up at the gym. I want my name to be somewhat like synonymous with Lakeside, where
Yeah.
it's like if you hear Lakeside girls basketball, you automatically think of me. And then it's also like I just want to be able to put Lakeside like on the map, like let them know who Lakeside is.
Yeah. Who has been your biggest influence on your basketball journey thus far?
I would definitely say it's my dad because at the end of the day, he's my dad, but he's also like one of my coaches. So
Okay.
he's very into like the tiny details. So I will say like sometimes he'll be getting in on me, but it's because like he knows what my end goal is and he wants the best for me. So he constantly reminds me of that. And it's hard sometimes to like constantly like try and focus on the tiny things, but at the end of the day, it definitely pays off. And I'm like, he definitely motivates me to like keep working.
Yeah. What advice would you give younger players chasing both excellence in sports and academics like yourself?
I would say it's definitely being able to find like a healthy balance between everything, but like being able to focus on yourself. So like not necessarily comparing yourself to other players because everything happens differently for everyone. And so everybody takes a different path. So like even though you might not be as notable as one person, you're putting in the work. So eventually that work will show and you'll probably be more notable than that person.
Yeah. In your opinion, what separate good players from elite players?
I would say the two main things that come to mind are like the tiny details and then accountability. So like with an elite player, they're constantly like trying to get that one up on you. So like they're focusing on like the little details and they're focusing like how they can get in your head to like get you off your game. And then I would say and then they're always holding themselves accountable. So like if they know that they need to get in the gym, they're not going to push it off. They're just going to get in the gym even when they might not want to. And then like a good player, they're good, but like there's nothing that's getting them better. So like they'll just be good for as long as you remember them. It's not like they were getting better ever.
Yeah. Now you mentioned the focus, how you are before games and what you're getting ready to do. What's your favorite pregame song or artist, your hype song that gets you going? That's that one that's like, yeah, I gotta hear this. It's go time.
I feel like it's a little unconventional, and I will say that my Spotify listening age was like 73, but like I definitely listen to like some old school stuff. So like I listen to Etta James before the game. It just like
Okay.
it just gets me calm and it gets me ready.
Okay. What's your favorite basketball shoe that you played in so far?
S- I would say my favorite it got discontinued because Kyrie left Nike, but I definitely really like the Kyries. Like those used to be my go-to shoe.
Yeah. What you hooping in now?
Um, I'm hooping in the Anthony Edwards, and I actually really like those.
Did you
Yeah.
have your you was they on your feet when you hit that 1500?
I had my Nikes on because my team, so my school team's Nike, but like AAU, I'm with Adidas. So
Yeah.
I wear the Anthony Edwards. Like I practice in those at school.
Okay. Yeah, you Jasmine Jones,
Yeah.
yeah, she got her Adidas on. You could tell, you know, all your teammates, y'all support. But what did your teammates say when you hit the 1500? Like, what was the move? What was the vibe when they found out and you found out?
They were definitely very excited. Like I would say my team, we're definitely like a family. So like when one of us does well, everybody's very happy and very supportive. So like my teammates were very vocal in their support. They were congratulating me.
And you probably was just all calm and stuff like that. I want to ask you this: when you go to the hole and you get an and one, is you hyped up or is just you get a ball to the ref and you calm?
Um, I would say I'm working on being like showing more enthusiasm, but definitely like I think it depends like how the game, like what the temperature of the game is. So
Yeah,
like if it's like a game and it's like a big and one, then I'm definitely gonna show some enthusiasm. But like if it's a team that we're already blowing out, it's kind of like,
yeah.
do I do I really need to?
Right. What's your favorite go-to meal after a big win?
I'm like very big on salmon. So like a good piece of salmon with like a good salad and then rice or something. That's always a good meal. Or like a Waffle House if I'm out. Like I love the
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Who is the funniest teammate on your team?
Um, she was actually one of my Queen Elite teammates, Claudia. She's definitely very funny. Like even in the game, she'll make a comment or something, and it'll like you just got to keep your composure when even when you're playing.
So she like that with your team, your school ball team too, like she was at Queen Elite.
Oh, definitely.
Oh wow! Shout out to Claudia. Um, early morning workouts or late night workouts you like best?
I'll definitely get up for early morning, but I'm like a night person. So like there's been times where I've been in the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning, but that's just because like I find night to be better than the morning. But I'll definitely get up. Like I've been up at 4 before for a workout or something.
Yeah. What's your favorite gym you played in so far besides your home gym?
Like for high school or AAU? Because I'd say AAU we've definitely played in some nice ones. Like when we were in Bryan, Texas, that was a nice one. And then Rock Hill, that one's always a nice one. And then for high school this season, I'd probably say we played Jackson County. They had a really nice gym.
Okay. What's one word used to describe you in your game?
I'd definitely say I've heard like calm a lot because like you've mentioned before, like I don't necessarily show as many emotions when I'm playing. So like definitely laid back.
Yeah. What's something people might not know about you?
Uh I'm really into Legos. Like I have a huge Lego collection.
Oh wow, wow. Before we end, I'm gonna ask you a series of questions. You either pick one or the other.
Okay.
Scoring or lockdown defense?
Scoring.
3-point shot or attacking the rim?
3-point shot.
Fast break or half court offense?
Half court.
Catch and shoot or off the dribble?
Catch and shoot.
Loud crowd or a quiet gym?
Loud crowd.
Film study or extra reps in the gym?
Film study.
Big shot or a big stop on defense?
Big stop.
Step back jump shot or block shot?
Step back.
Team success or personal milestone?
Team.
Pressure moments or routine consistency?
Consistency.
Yeah. Do you feel like you one of the best players like in Georgia when it's all said and done? Would you feel like that your name and your game and what you put inside yourself, you would be considered as one of the best?
I definitely think so.
I definitely do too as well. And we're spotlighting you for all your hard work on and off the court, like in the classroom as well. You have whatever it takes inside you that you need to be great. So I want you to continue to be that great leader. Continue to do all the things that you need to do. May God give you favor in the classroom, on the court, when it comes to the school of your choice picking you, that the school that picks you, that you go to, be the one that needs you, that has everything that you need and desire to help you be the best player you can. This is why we do these interviews, because people's journey like yourself is being able to be shown, being able to be watched and noticed. And they see the 1,500 just ain't come. It comes with hard work. It comes with focus, determined, and even having the books to go behind it. So we appreciate you. We're going to be spotlighting you and allowing people to see your journey. And, we just wish you the best.
Thank you, and thank you for your time.
Yup, yup. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Gabrielle Benjamin.
Thank you.